Jai Hind children, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to discuss more problems based on equation to reducible form. Come with this question. Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. Find her speed of rowing in still water and the speed of the current or stream. Okay, once again, Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours. So, she is going to move around downstream in 2 hours. So, downstream, Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometers in 2 hours. And upstream 4 kilometers also in 2 hours. So, she rows upstream 4 kilometers. That also in 2 hours. Find her speed and the speed of the current or stream. So, let Ritu's speed can be taken as Ritu's speed means that she is rowing either in boat or rowing by herself. Let Ritu's speed be x kilometer per hour and the speed of the current or stream be y kilometer per hour. Already told you that if the speed of the boat is x kilometer per hour, and speed of the stream is y kilometer per hour, then upstream speed is known to as x minus y kilometer per hour and downstream speed that also known to as x plus y kilometer per hour that we studied on last class. What is given for you? Given time for downstream 20 kilometers is given as 2 hours. Time for 20 kilometer downstream. This is given to us 2 hours. But we know what is time. Time means distance by speed. Distance by speed for 20 kilometer downstream. This is given to us 2 hours. I am going to substitute the values which implies what is distance here? Which implies distance is 20 by downstream speed. What is downstream speed? X plus y equal to 2. Look at the cancellation I am going to do here. Here 2 can be cancelled with 2 and 20 cancel with 2, you get a 10. So, the remaining step I am going to write here, which implies 10 divided by x plus y equals right side a 1. Therefore, cross multiply get x plus y equal to 10. This is your equation number 1. The first equation is known to us. Therefore, by condition 1, we have what is the first condition equation? X plus y equal to 10. It is equation number 1. Also given that, what is given here again? Also given Ritu can row upstream 4 km in 2 hours. She can row upstream 4 km in 2 hours means that time for 4 kilometer upstream. That is given to us 2 hours. Time means distance by speed. 4 kilometer upstream. This is given to us 2. I am going to substitute the values here, which implies distance can be substituted with 4 by speed upstream. What is the speed for upstream? X minus y, which is 2. Look at the cancellation. Here on the right side, you can cancel with a 2. On the left side numerator, we can cancel with a 2. You get a 2. I am going to write the remaining, which implies 2 divided by x minus y equals 1 on the right side. Cross multiply, you get x minus y equal to 2. X minus y equal to 2. This is your equation number 2. Thus, you have 2 equations. Equation 1 is x plus y equal to 10 and the second equation is x minus y equal to 2. I am going to solve these 2 equations. X plus y equal to 10 is your first equation. X minus y equal to 2 is the second equation. Solving 1 and 2. Solving equation 1 and equation 2, we get x plus y equals 10. That is equation number 1. X minus y equals 2. Equation number 2. How to solve? For to solve this, you need to add up. Adding 1 and 2. Equation 1 plus equation 2 gives. When adding, plus y cancel with a minus y. The remaining is x plus x is 2x equals. Right side 10 plus 2 is 12. Which implies x equals 12 on the right side. Multiplication with the 2 goes right side becomes division. So x equal to 6. Therefore, you get the value as x equal to 6. Now, I am going to substitute the value of x in any of the equation. Substitute x equal to 6 in equation 1 we get. What is equation 1? X plus y equals 10, which implies 6 plus y equals 10. Therefore, y equals 10 minus 6, which is 4. Y equal to 4. Now, what is x and y? Therefore, Ritu's speed we take as x, which is 6 kilometer per hour, and the speed of the current or stream, speed of the current we took as y, which is 4 kilometer per hour. Come with the next question. Ruhi travels 370 kilometers to her home, partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 250 kilometers by train and the remaining by bus. If she travels 130 kilometers by train and the remaining by bus, she takes 18 minutes longer. Find the speed of the train and the bus separately. Ruhi travels 370 kilometers. Total distance she need to cover is 370 kilometers. She travels 370 kilometers partly by train. Partly by train means that not half of that. Some distance she need to cover by train and the remaining or the partly by bus. The remaining distance she will cover by bus. This is the first statement given for you. The first condition given is that you are asked to find the speed of the train and bus. What you need to find? That you need to take as x and y. Speed of the train I am going to take as x and the speed of the bus I am going to take as y kilometer per hour. Listen to the solution. Let the speed of the train equals x kilometer per hour and the speed of the bus the speed of the bus equals y kilometer per hour. What is given for you? Given. Condition 1. She takes 4 hours if she travels 250 km by train and the remaining by bus. That's the first condition. She takes 4 hours if she travels 250 km by train and the remaining by bus. So case 1 or condition 1 is that total 370 kilometers she need to travel. Of this, by train she travel 250 kilometer by train and the remaining by bus. Can you say what is the remaining? 370 minus 250, which is 120 kilometer by bus. This is condition 1 given for you. 250 kilometer, 250 plus 120, total 370 kilometers. So 250 kilometer by train and 120 kilometer by bus is the distance she need to cover in the first condition, but the total time given for you is 4. So as per condition 1 we can write time 4 250 kilometer by train plus the time 4 120 kilometer by bus. This is given to us 4 hours. Okay, we can convert. What is the formula for finding time? Distance by speed. 4 250 kilometer by train plus the distance by speed 4 120 kilometer by bus. This is given to us 4. I am going to substitute the values. Distance can be taken as 250 by speed of the train. What is the speed of the train? Speed of the train is x kilometer per hour plus distance is 120 by speed of the bus y kilometer per hour, which is 4. That is your first equation. So look at the first equation. 250 by x plus 120 by y equal to 4. This is the first equation. Now I am going to write condition 2. What is the second condition given for you? Read the question. If she travels 130 km by train, again 370 km the total distance she need to cover. If she travels 130 km by train she travels 130 km by train and the remaining by bus. Can you say what is the remaining there? 0. 7 minus 3 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. 240 km by bus. That is the remaining. This is the second condition. By traveling 130 km by train and the remaining by bus, she takes 18 minutes longer. 18 minutes longer means that last time she took 4 hours, now it is 4 hours 18 minutes. 130 km by train plus the time 4 240 km by bus. This is given to us 4 hours and 18 minutes longer, means 4 hours and 18 minutes. 18 minutes when converting to hours you get 18 by 60 hours. So total 4 plus 18 by 60 hours is the time. Okay, I am going to convert it again. Time can be rewritten as distance by speed of 130 km by train plus time again distance by speed 4 240 km by bus. This is given to us 4 and 18 by 60. 4 plus 18 by 16 can be written as 4 and 18 by 60. Again I am going to substitute the values. Distance can be substituted as 130 by speed of the train. What is the speed of the train? X kilometer per hour plus. Again, distance can be substituted with 240 by speed of the bus is y which is 4 and 18 by 60. I am going to cancel here. Listen here. 18 by 60 can be cancelled with a 6. You get 3 can be cancelled with a 6. You get a 10. So 6 3s are 18. 10 6 are 60. So 4 and 3 by 10. So I am going to write one more step. 130 by x plus 240 by y equals mixed fraction. We can convert 4 into 10, 40 plus 3, 43 by 10. This is your equation number 2. Now I am going to solve equation 1 and equation 2. 250 by x plus 120 by y equal to 4. This is your equation number 1. And 130 by x plus 240 by y equal to 43 by 10. This is equation number 2. Now I am going to solve these two equations. Looking at this, you get a clear idea. They are equations to reducible form. Why? 1 by x comes in the denominator. The variable x is in the denominator. So make a substitution as u and 1 by y as v. Here also 1 by x as u and 1 by y you need to substitute as v. Now I am going to solve these two equations by putting substitution. Put 1 by x equals u and 1 by y equals v. Therefore, equation 1 and equation 2 becomes 250u plus 120v equal to 4. 250u plus 120v equal to 4. This is your equation number 1. And 130u plus 240v equals 43 by 10. This is your equation number 2. So these are equations 1 and 2. Now I am going to solve these two equations. Looking at this, many may think that for to solve these two equations, you need to multiply this equation with the 130 and this one with the 250. Don't do that. It will become a tedious work. Instead, look at the coefficients of v. One is 120 and the other is 240. So just to multiply equation 1 with the 2, I am going to multiply equation 1 with the 2 gives 250 into 2. Multiply with the 2 means that you need to multiply throughout with the 2. Here you need to multiply with the 2. Here you need to multiply with the 2. Here also you need to multiply with the 2. So 250 into 2 is 500u plus 120 into 2 is 240v equals 4 into 2 8. This is your equation number 3. The same equation 2 I am going to write here. 130u plus 240v equals 43 by 10. This is the same equation number 2. Now I am going to solve these two equations. Writing equation 3 and 2 again here. 500u plus 240v equals 8. That is equation number 3. And 130u plus 240v equals 43 by 10. This is your equation number 2. How to do these two? By subtracting 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 gives. When subtracting, you know that the below equation changes the sign as minus, minus, minus. So that plus 240 minus 240 get cancelled. The remaining is 500 minus 130, 0, 10 minus 3, 7, 4 minus 1, 3. 370u equals, look at the right side, 8 minus 43 by 10. Which implies 370u equals. You can take LCM 10 upon 8 into 10, 80 minus 43. 80 minus 43 is 10 minus 3, 7, 7 minus 4, 3 by 10, 37 by 10. I am going to rewrite that equation again. Therefore, this equation is 370u equals 37 by 10. Look at the cancellation. 37 cancel one time on the right side. 370 cancelling you get 10 times. Therefore 10u equals, the right side is 1 by 10. I am going to do the calculation as u equals 1 by 10 on the right side. Multiplication with 10 goes to right side, becomes division by 10. You know how to divide two fraction. 10 can be think as 10 by 1. Division of two fraction means write the first fraction as if it is, take the reciprocal of the second and multiply. So the answer is 1 by 100. Therefore the value of u equals 1 by 100. Thus you got the value of u as 1 by, thus u equals 1 by 100. I am going to substitute the value of u in any of the equation. Substitute u equal to 1 by 100 in equation 1. So equation 1 is, which implies equation 1 is 250u plus 120v equal to 4. This is equation number 1. I am going to substitute there. So which implies 250 into the value of u is 1 by 100 plus 120v equal to 4. Look at the cancellation. 0 can be cancelled with a 0. 25 cancel with a 5 times. 10 cancel with a 5 2 times. So what remains there, which implies 5 by 2 plus 120v equal to 4, which implies 120v equals 4 on the right side plus 5 by 2 goes to right side, becomes minus 5 by 2, which implies 120v equals, I am going to take the LCM 2, so 4 into 2, 8 minus 5. What is 8 minus 5? 3 by 2. Therefore 120v equals 3 by 2, which implies v equals 3 by 2 on the right side. Multiplication with 120 goes to right side, becomes division by 120, that you know as 120 by 1. How to divide two fractions? Write the first fraction as if it is, take the reciprocal of the second and multiply. So the 3 cancel with the 120, you get 40. Otherwise you can cancel here itself as 40. Now the remaining here is, which implies v equals numerator 1 only by denominator 2 into 40 is 80. V equals 1 by 80 and u equals 1 by 100. Now we need to resubstitute the values. What is u? U equals 1 by x. We are going to resubstitute the values. U equals 1 by x and v equals 1 by y. We have u equals 1 by x and v equals 1 by y as per our substitution. What is u? U can be replaced with a 1 by 100. So which implies 1 by x equals u. What is u? U equals 1 by 100 and 1 by y equals v. What is v? V equals 1 by 80. Taking reciprocals you get x equals 100 and y equals 80. Therefore speed of the train equals x kilometer per hour, that is 100 kilometer per hour, and speed of the bus equals y kilometer per hour, that is 80 kilometer per hour. A very important question. Come with a very important question. Here's your question for the exam. 2 women and 5 men can together finish a piece of work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work and that of one man alone. Men and work question, very important because it has daily application. Before starting, I wish to give a small concept based on this. Suppose that Anu takes 2 days to complete one work. Now my question is that, can you say what about Anu's work in 1 day? 2 days she can complete one room or one building, whatever it may be. 2 days she can complete one work. Then in 1 day she can complete half of the work. Am I right? From where you get that half? These 2, when dividing by 2 you get a 1. And this 1 when dividing by 2 you get 1 by 2. Means that dividing both sides with a 2. If we continue like this, my question is that if Anu takes 10 days to complete one work, can you say what is Anu's work in 1 day? In 1 day she can complete 10 days she takes one work. In 1 day she can complete 1 by 10th of the work. How you get that 1 by 10? This 10 dividing by 10 you get a 1. This 1 when dividing by 10, that is dividing both sides with a 10. Now I am going to generalize that as, if Anu takes X days to complete one work, can you say what is Anu's work in 1 day? In 1 day she can complete 1 by X part of the work. How we get that 1 by X? X when dividing by X, 1 when dividing by X, 1 by X. This is the basic concept behind this question. Now come to our question. Who are the people mentioned here? Given 2 women and 5 men can together finish a work in 4 days. In 4 days they can finish one work. This is the question given for. And the same way, 3 women and 6 men together they can finish it in 3 days. In 3 days they can finish one work. Now my question is that, can you say from this, what about 2 women and 5 men? 2 women and 5 men, 1 day's work. In 1 day they can complete 1 by 4 of the work. How? 4 when dividing by 4 you get 1. 1 when dividing by 4 you get 1 by 4. The same way, from this step you can say 3 women and 6 men's 1 day's work. 1 day's work equals 1 by 3. 1 by 3 of the work. I am going to suppose that, let find the time taken by one woman alone. So let a woman takes X days to complete a work. To complete the work. And that of one man alone. One man and a man takes Y days to complete the work. This is our supposition, to complete the work. Thus, I am going to suppose that a woman takes X days to complete one work, which implies a woman's 1 day's work equals 1 by X. Am I right? How this X days become 1 day? A woman's a woman's 1 day's work equals 1 by X. This is the basic statement, remember. And the same way, a man takes Y days to complete one work. Why we take this as X and Y? Because that are the things we need to find. The time taken by one woman alone and one man alone. So a man takes Y days to complete one work, which implies a man's 1 day's work equals 1 by Y. Now I am going to apply in the conditions given for you. Given, we can read two women and 5 men together can finish the work in 4 days. One work in 4 days, which implies 2 women plus 5 men, 1 day's work equals 1 by 4. Am I right? How this 4 becomes 1? Dividing by 4. Therefore, right side dividing 1 by 4. What this means with, which implies 2 women's 1 day's work. Am I right? 1 day's work plus 5 men's 1 day's work. This is given to us 1 by 4. 2 women and 5 men's 1 day's work means that 2 women's 1 day's work plus 5 men's 1 day's work is 1 by 4. Remember, a women's 1 day's work is 1 by X. So, 2 women's 1 day's work will become 2 into 1 by X plus 5 men's 1 day's work is 5 into 1 by Y. Why? Because man's 1 day's work is 1 by Y. So 5 men's 1 day's work is 5 into 1 by Y. Your right side is 1 by 4. This is your equation number 1. During exam time, no need to write this much. This is for just for your understanding. During exam time, you can directly write as a woman takes a day to complete the work. So a woman's 1 day's work equal to 1 by X. Directly you can write the equation as 2 into 1 by X plus 5 into 1 by Y equal to 1 by 4. Now I am going to apply the second condition. 3 women and 6 men can finish in 3 days. Again, we are given 3 women and 6 men can complete a work in 3 days. 3 days, 1 work they can complete. Which implies 3 women plus 6 men's 1 day's work equals 1 day's work equals 1 by 3. Because dividing by 3 on both sides. What this means with 3 women's 1 day's work, 3 women's 1 day's work plus 6 men's 1 day's work, 6 men's 1 day's work. This is given to us 1 by 3. I am going to substitute the values. 1 woman's 1 day's work is 1 by X. So 3 women's 1 day's work is 3 into 1 by X plus 6 into 1 man's 1 day's work is 1 by Y. So 1 by Y. 6 men is 6 into 1 by Y equals 1 by 3, equation number 2. Thus you have 2 equations. Equation 1 and equation 2. I am going to write equation 1 again. Equation 1 is 2 into 1 by X plus 5 into 1 by Y equals 1 by 4. This is your equation number 1. During exam time, you can directly write the equation as 2 women, 2 into 1 by X plus 5 men, 5 into 1 by Y equals, don't write as 4, 1 by 4. Why? Because we are converting each data for 1 day's work. Now I am going to solve these 2 equations. For to solve these 2 equations, what I want to do, this you need to take as U, 1 by X as U and 1 by Y as V. Here also 1 by X you can substitute as U and 1 by Y you can substitute as V. So put 1 by X equals U and 1 by Y equals V. Therefore equation 1 and 2 becomes What happens to equation 1 and 2? 3u plus 6v equals 1 by 3. That is your equation number 2. And 2u plus 5v equals 1 by 4. That is your equation number 1. But don't try to cross multiply and make it as larger number. Look at my simplification. Equation 2 I am going to multiply with a 2. Equation 2 I am going to multiply with a 2. So multiply with a 2 here into 2 into 2. So equation 2 when multiplying with a 2 you get 3 into 2 6u plus 6 into 12v equals 2 by 3. This you can take as equation number 3. Equation 1 I am going to multiply with a 3. Equation 1 when multiply with a 3 you get, multiply with a 3 means that here you need to multiply with a 3, here you need to multiply with a 3, here also you need to multiply with a 3. So that 3 into 2 is 6u plus 15v equals 3 by 4. This is your equation number 4. Now I am going to solve these two equations. How to solve this? Equation 3 minus equation 4 gives. When subtracting, below equation changes the sign minus, minus, minus. So that plus 6u minus 6u get cancelled. 12 minus 15 minus 3v equals, your right side is 2 by 3 minus 3 by 4. Which implies minus 3v equals, I can take the LCM, 4 3s are 12, 4 into 2 8 minus 3 into 3 9. Which is equal to minus 1 by 12. Minus 3v equals minus 1 by 12. So that you can cancel the two negatives on both sides. Therefore, v equals 1 by 12 on the right side. Multiplication with 3 goes right side becomes division by 3, that is known as 3 by 1. You know how to divide two fractions. Write the first fraction as if it is. Take the reciprocal of the second and multiply 1 by 3 equals 1 by 36. Therefore, the value of v equals 1 by 36. Now, substitute v equal to 1 by 36 in any of the equations. Substitute v equals 1 by 36 in equation number 2. I am going to substitute equation 2. What is equation 2? 3u plus 6v. 6. What is the value of v here? 1 by 36. 6v equals, your right side is 1 by 3. Now I am going to write the last step again here as 3u plus 6 into 1 by 36. That you can cancel. With the 6 you get 1 times 6. So 1 by 6 will get 3u plus 1 by 6 equals 1 by 3. Which implies 3u equals 1 by 3 on the right side plus 1 by 6 goes to right side becomes minus 1 by 6. Which implies 3u equals, I am going to take the LCM as 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 minus 1. Which implies 3u equals 1 by 6. Implies u equals 1 by 6 on the right side. Multiplication with 3 goes to right side becomes division by 3, which can be written as 3 by 1. 1 by 6 divided by 3 by 1 equals 1 by 6 into 1 by 3. Take the reciprocal of the second and multiply, which implies u equals 1 by 18. U equals 1 by 18 and the value of v obtained for u as v equals 1 by 36. Now, we need to think what u and v. U and v we need to replace. Our substitution is 1 by x equal to u and 1 by y equal to v. This is our substitution. 1 by x as u and 1 by y as v. I am going to replace that. 1 by x as u. So, 1 by x equals 1 by 18 and v 1 by y equals 1 by 36. Taking reciprocal on both sides, we have x equals 18 and y equals 36. But what is x? A woman takes X days. So, a number of days taken by a woman alone. You are asked find the time taken by one woman alone. Number of days taken by a woman alone equal to X, which is 18 days. And number of days taken by a man alone. Equals Y, which is 36 days. I hope you understand. But as for your understanding, I explained with the many steps in between. No need to write that steps during the examination. You can directly write as 2 women means 2 into, if X is the number of days taken by woman, 2 into 1 by X plus 5 into 1 by Y equal to, right, so don't forget to write as 1 by 4. And the same way 3 women means 3 into 1 by X plus 6 into 1 by Y equal to 1 by 3. Directly you can solve by reducible form method. Note down these homework questions. Very important questions are these questions from the reducible equation application problems. So try to complete the homeworks. Thank you.